February Produce Guide. We are still in the middle of winter when February arrives, but there are indications of spring on the horizon. Almost all of the January produce, such as winter squash, cabbages, and citrus, is still available, along with some new additions such as leeks, fennel bulbs, and baby arugula. What's in season in February? Blood oranges and lemons. Blood oranges are in season right now, and these luscious red delights are just in time for Valentine's Day. Most citrus trees thrive in the bleak winter months. Now is the time to produce marmalade and other lemon-based dishes. Swiss chard, kale, and collards. It's still a good time to eat hearty winter vegetables. Look for colorful stems on rainbow chard. Fennel. This carrot and parsley relative, which looks like celery and tastes like licorice, is delicious shaved raw into salads, added to stews, or roasted or braised. Leeks. Only the dark green leaves of leeks are exposed to light, as the white and light green parts of the plant are hidden beneath a mound of mulch. Because the mulch can get stuck in the cracks of the leeks, slit them open and thoroughly clean them before cooking. Consider them to be enormous green onions that you cook with. They're fantastic in soups and braised dishes. Cabbage. Cabbage, both purple and green, is a winter workhorse. They'll keep in your fridge for weeks without going bad. Slaws, stuffings, and soups all benefit from cabbage. Radicchio. Radicchio resembles purple cabbage in appearance, but it is a completely separate vegetable. It's a chicory, similar to endive or frizzy, and it can be bitter. Toss a few leaves into salads after shredding them. Roasted or grilled, it's excellent. Arugula. Because most of what we see packaged in the market is grown indoors, baby arugula is available all year. Garden arugula, on the other hand, appears in the early spring. Pick the leaves early, when they are faintly peppery but not overly so, if you are growing them in your garden. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes can be planted and harvested at any time of the year. They don't have a certain season, but because they're so sweet and colorful, they'll brighten up any winter feast. Recipes employing the best February produce can be found further down. 1. Colcannon. Colcannon potatoes are a traditional Irish mashed potato dish with greens and scallions, as well as a lot of butter and milk. On St. Patrick's Day, you can't go wrong with this green-filled feast. 2. Easy Swiss chard. To make superb sautéed greens, all you need is good olive oil, salt, lots of garlic, and a shock of red pepper flakes. This method works with almost any green, including broccoli, broccoli rabe, kale, spinach, collards, Brussels sprouts, and green beans, so there's no reason not to get your daily vegetables. Serve it as a side dish with any roasted or grilled meat, or on top of a mound of creamy polenta topped with a fried egg. 3. Sweet potato waffles with fried egg, bacon, and scallions. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, these sweet potato waffles with fried egg, bacon, and scallions are a must-try. This is a fantastic way to use up any leftover sweet potatoes. 4. Fennel, radicchio, and endive salad. One of my favorite salads is this one. It's visually appealing, crunchy, and has a sweet sour bitter flavor profile that I truly appreciate. Radicchio, which resembles a small head of red cabbage, and Belgian endive, which resembles a delicate white-yellow spearpoint, are both chicories, which implies they are slightly bitter. The anise sweetness of the shaved fennel counteracts this. A mustard-based vinaigrette completes the dish. It's a refreshing complement to hearty meats and stews. 5. Roasted butternut squash, radicchio, and onion. Cubes of butternut squash, along with wedges of radicchio and onion, are tossed with salt and olive oil and roasted in a hot oven until caramelized. Then tossed again with toasted pine nuts, balsamic vinegar, parsley, and shredded Parmesan cheese for a wintry, festive side dish for your holiday table. Just thinking about creating and eating this again makes my stomach do a happy dance. Radicchio is bitter by nature, but it loves to be grilled or roasted, and it pairs well with balsamic vinegar and Parmesan cheese. 6. Stuffed cabbage rolls. Stuffed cabbage rolls from Hungary are the ultimate of hearty comfort food. Inside cabbage leaves, ground pork, onions, garlic, egg, rice, and spices are stuffed and cooked in a tomato sauce. 7. New England boiled dinner. Corned beef or simple brisket, cabbage, carrots, and potatoes make up a one-pot New England boiled meal. This dish is thought to have originated in New England with Irish immigrants who used ham in Ireland but found brisket easier to come by in the United States. To be clear, the Irish did not develop the method of cooking meat and vegetables together. Because it's a means to stretch meat and vegetables to create a robust, satisfying supper to everyone around the table, it's prevalent in most eating cultures. 8. Arugula salad with beets and goat cheese. Arugula salad with beets, goat cheese, and walnuts is a quick and healthy recipe with a simple vinaigrette of lemon. This is a fantastic combination. The goat cheese in this recipe balances out the arugula's pepperiness, while the beets provide a sweet counterpoint to the arugula's harsh flavors. Toasted walnuts, chopped, give the salad a meaty bite. 9. Parsnip soup with leeks and parsley. It's always nice to have another use for root vegetables like parsnips. This wonderful vegan leek and parsnip soup is just what you're looking for. A hearty and fulfilling soup made with sweet parsnips and delightfully savory leeks. It's a unique take on the classic leek and potato soup. This vegan-friendly soup is a fantastic meal for lunch at any time of year. 10. Potato leek soup. Potage parmentier, or potato leek soup, is a French staple. Because it's a fundamental basic soup in French cuisine, it's one of the first dishes I learned to make in culinary school, right after a perfect omelette. For potage au cresson, add watercress. For vichyssoise, serve cold, or top with bacon, fried leeks, fresh herbs, or chopped vegetables. There are countless possibilities, so use your imagination, or whatever you have on hand, to make it your own. 11. Caramelized fennel and onions. Did you know that caramelizing a fennel bulb with onions can result in one of the most delicious dishes you've ever had? I had no idea that patiently simmering anise-flavored fennel with onions could magically convert the white bulb into something wonderful. This will quickly become one of your go-to fennel dishes. 12. Halibut with fennel, peppers, and tomatoes. This halibut is baked with fennel, peppers, tomatoes, olives, and fresh herbs on a bed of fennel, peppers, tomatoes, olives, and fresh herbs. It's a one-pan meal that's ready in no time. The Atlantic and Pacific halibut seasons last from April through December. If halibut is unavailable, use another thick, mild whitefish such as cod, haddock, or even monkfish. 13. Sustenance stew with sweet potatoes and Swiss chard. This stew is everything you want on a cold January night. It's substantial and comforting, just like the name says. It's also nutritious and healing because it's loaded with veggies like sweet potatoes, broccoli, Swiss chard, tomatoes, garlic, ginger, and other herbs and spices. The ingredient list appears to be similar to my go-to veggie stew formula at first sight, but what sets this one apart is the hefty scoop of almond butter that goes in at the end. It's a genius secret ingredient that gives this stew an extra rich flavor while also adding protein. 14. Salmon with lemon cream sauce. Salmon is roasted first with garlic, lemon, and optional white wine in a 15-minute dish, then drizzled with a crazy fantastic sauce straight into the pan. The natural pan juices generated by the fish as it bakes combine with the cream sauce to make an incredible salmon dish. The most tender salmon fillets are cooked with only a few items you may already have in your kitchen. 15. Blood Orange French 75 cocktail. This Blood Orange French 75 recipe adds a refreshing twist to an old favorite, a festive, effervescent drink to share with family and friends during the holidays. Enter the blood orange, my favorite citrus of the winter season, blended with gin,